Hi everyone, I'm Sinesh at TechGrid and I'm here to show you how to use the laser. Let's get familiar with our setup. So we have laptop here, BOFA filter, the laser itself, and the hex box down here, which is the cooling unit. So first thing we're going to want to do is come back here to the switch and turn it on. Let it start powering up, and then come over here to BOFA filter and turn on this switch as well. You're also going to want to come down here, unscrew this, and check the water level. You can see there's water right here, but if there isn't, there's a cup here and a water jug to refill it. Now that the laser has been powering up, we can see that this LCD display has turned on and it's getting ready to power up. Now we can see down here that there's a small little IP address for us to type into our computer. Usually the IP address won't change, so it is listed here as a bookmark, but also if it does change, you just type the IP address into the address bar. Okay, now we're in the software, so let's import our file. Click here. I'm going to select the TechGrid logo as a PNG, which means it's going to be engraving only. Now that I have my file in here ready to engrave, I'm going to go back over here to import and capture so that we can see what our workspace looks like. It's asking me to place my material into the machine, so I placed the material. I got the material from down here below the workbench, and now I'm ready to close this door. Proceed, and now it's going to take a series of pictures and stitching the image together to create one final image of the entire workpiece, and that's basically what it looks like. So now we know where we cannot place our logo, so I'm just going to place it about here, and then I'm going to come over to my settings here. It has already chosen some settings for me, but I'm going to make sure that the material is correct first. So we're using some plywood, and it is 1/8 of an inch, or approximately 0.32 centimeters. So from there, sometimes, depending on the material change, it will adjust your settings. My recommendation is to leave the settings as is unless you are an experienced laser user. Dremel has selected settings that will work for your material. The only thing I would recommend adjusting if you're engraving an image, you should probably look at the black-white threshold to see what kind of lines you prefer. So I'm thinking about going with medium just so that we have some high contrast, but it's not too grainy. And from there, I'm going to adjust the depth a little bit more because I like a deeper engrave. And I think I want the resolution to look a little nicer. And with that, I'm going to see how long my print is going to take. It's going to take 8 minutes, that's fine with me. But if it wasn't, I could lower the resolution or decrease the depth, and it would take less time. So I've imported my engrave file, and next I'm going to import my cut file. You can always do this in 2 separate jobs, but for the purposes of the tutorial, I'm going to show you that it's possible to do it both at once. So I'm importing my SVG as my cut. SVGs always import automatically as a cut or a score. And I'm just going to resize it so that it will cut around my engraving. So this is about adjusted the way I'd like it to be. And so now I'm just going to look over here. The most important thing for getting a complete cut is that your heat is high enough, your speed is low enough, and that your depth is 100%. I always like to do a second pass just to be sure that it goes all the way through, but you will see with time and practice what settings work best for you. Now that I have my new settings, I'm going to see how long this is going to take me. It's going to take me 10 minutes, that's perfect. Alright, from here my settings are set, I'm ready to go. I'm going to run the perimeter to see where on my workpiece this is going to run. I'm running the perimeter to see where my engrave will line up. And I'm just moving my workpiece slightly to maximize this is the most important part of the lasering process because you want the laser to be focused on one central point to avoid fires and using the machine improperly. Right here you can see the golden screw. All you're going to have to do is loosen it, and then you see this has started moving. If you lift up this channel right here, you can slide the puck underneath, allow it to lower, and tighten the head using the gold screw right here again. Then you can slide it out, and your laser is now focused. So the laser head is focused, the material is in the laser, aligned for our job, and the job is all set up and ready to go. So I'm going to hit start. And now is our opportunity to arrange the order of lasering. So here we have the engraving, and second we have the cutting. It's generally best to do the engraving first and the cutting second, just in case cutting drops the piece and misaligns the laser's focus. So this is already in the order we want, and you can see these icons tell you a little bit of what the job looks like. And now we are ready to go. Send it to cutter. Now when we come over here, we're gonna have a new checklist. So we already checked our water cooling, we have the ventilation on, the lid is closed, we adjusted the laser head, the material is laserable, and I'm going to remain at the laser for the duration of my laser. And now I'm ready to hit this button. So now, after you wait about 30 seconds for the smoke to dissipate, your part should be ready. And now you have your beautiful part. Take your piece out. Close this. Don't forget to shut it off in the back. And shut off the filter. Just be sure to close your program and you are done and you have your part. Thanks for watching.